So, what happened? Nasdaq, S&P, and Bitcoin drop suddenly down. So nearly the day traders, and I told you today in my last video, go watch it. I told you exactly what happened. Day traders will have terrible time this year. So be careful with your capital, guys. Start trend following and visit my course. But now what happened to the market? We saw that Nasdaq ran to around 21,900, 22,000, S&P at 6,144, and Bitcoin was all the time today a little bit choppy, messy, but I told you that we possibly go back to deeper level, but the trend is bullish. Okay, so don't be afraid. It is a partial profit taking. The profit taking in crypto started already with Ethereum, and currently Solana under massive pressure, meaning that Bitcoin Solana is long, Solana is sold heavily against Ethereum and Bitcoin, and also Bitcoin ETH is, or Ethereum is so kind of short-term bearish, meaning people buying massively Ethereum. And guess what? Who owns Ethereum? Yeah, Tariff man, the president of the United States, Donald Trump. Now you know. And I told you guys, be careful if you are day traders on lower time frames. Stop doing it. You will lose a lot of money. So what happened today? Why Nasdaq suddenly fell back from 22,000 to now is 21,735? What did I do? Instead, I bought this price massively because the trend is up. So the pullback coming down, and I buy immediately, because I'm trading the trend on higher time frame, not lower, so on daily time frame. Well, the reason was that Reuters some time ago reported on tariff plan of Donald Trump. So February, and they said that February, the first deadline still holds. This Saturday, I'm sorry. And that was the reason the White House immediately published immediately some tweets as reaction. I quote, White House, Reuters report on tariff plan false. Definitely, White House says Reuters report on tariff plan is false. They added also Reuters report on tariffs are false. February the 1st deadline still holds. Trump will implement 25% tariffs on Mexico, Canada, and 10% on China. And they say also tariffs will be up for public consumption on Saturday. They add to not seeing start of trade war with Canada. So that means that the media tried here to what? You guess what? To false reporting, not the media, the whole media, in this case, Reuters. Also, the White House says Trump has not made up mind on tariff timeline for EU. And this is the reason now that the day traders, especially the day traders, immediately to profit other people who were long after the news published today already, the economic news. So we had Chicago PMI forecast was 40.3, but released is or was 39.5, below the forecast. We had the personal spending higher, 0.7 versus forecast of 0.5, and we had employment cost index and core PCE price index exactly like estimated. Also the other data, personal income, the same as estimated. And so you see media trying here to settle some kind of war. Why? Because it is sensational and it is something what is shocking, what is sensational, sounds or seems to be attractive and interesting for other people, and they do it because people should hear it or read it, click them, so they make money that way. And therefore, you need to be very careful as traders, because especially as day trader, especially I see a lot of people on 1 minute time frame, on 5 minute time frame, on 15-minute time frame, even on hourly. They just wiped out today with this sudden move. Nobody was expecting it. As day trader, I see. I am no day trader. I was. Thanks God, I stopped doing that senseless bullshit. And therefore, now you know, this is your money. This is your own capital you have been working very hard for. Don't listen to no one who tells you, day trading, I make $10,000. Yes, in futures you can do that. But if you are very considerate, very experienced trader, and I bet everything what I have, especially in TradingView, there are in some chats 4.5 million people, and I bet none of them, no one there is nearly a professional trader. Go there, read the chat, what bullshit they have been talking, and now everybody got muted. The bulls on daily basis and also the bears on daily basis, both are muted, right? Why? Because both of them have been losing all the profits maybe they did today, take profit near of the take profit targets or whatever. So guys, this is the warmest, the best recommendation I can give you. Stop the fucking day trading. But if you are a trend follower, you take account that such moves like now are still part of the trend, and you let and you ride the wave, the trend. The trend is always on higher time frame, not in lower time frame. So never believe anybody who tells you the opposite, all right? So you can take my advice or you can forget about it. That's your money, that's your capital, and I bet no one in YouTube is telling you the truth and the honest, right? Also, sometimes the cold, painful truth about trading. In this channel, I do it, right? You're watching it because you have no, what happened? What the fuck happened? Why have you lost? And that is legitimating you to watch this video. Therefore, I'm doing it, right? Go below my video. Look, there is no affiliation, no affiliates. On nearly every other YouTube channels, you see below the videos by my trading indicator, by this system, all affiliators. They want to capture your attention to sell their fucking products. But they have no idea how the market is really working, right? How the market, the traps, the manipulation of the market is working. And so if we go to daily basis, you see this is the daily basis. So we have been something here, and now the market, right, within 20 minutes, right, in very strong, in one of the most strongest indices of the world, where there are companies with trillions of dollars market cap. That's incredible, right? Falling so fast, right? So, and therefore you need maybe to change your mind, your mindset, your trading strategy. Ask yourself, how long are you trading? And be honest to yourself. Have you nearly reached out your financial goal? Be honest to yourself. And I bet in 90% of time, or of the viewers, the answer is no. We are not talking about $20 here, $100 that. This is no financial goal. If you are trading, your financial goal must be in minimum making some couples of $1 million. Why the fuck are you are you wasting your own time then? For $20, you can go work at McDonald's or work something better, and every month you have a couple $1,000 in your pocket. But why are you wasting your own time? This is your living time. So you need to set your financial goal. If you want to be a trader, if you really want to be a real trader, then your financial goal must be making millions. Not one time, making millions every year. At the end of the week, at the end of the month, at the end of every year, your account balance must grow up and growing and growing and growing. Otherwise, you are just a gambler. You are wasting your own time. And then 10 years, 20 years from now on, you look back and you see, well, you have nothing. You have done nothing. You haven't learned nothing. And the worst is, you still are at the beginning where you began 10 years, 20 years ago again. What does it make for sense? If you would be pushing your energy in some other kind of business, maybe that work, then you would be certainly more richer, wealthier, and successful. But not in trading, as long as you make day trading. If you understand it, if you understand this, then it will be a good beginning for you to quit immediately, to stop immediately the fucking day trading, and understand, to re-educate yourself what it does mean to be a trend follower, right? And you see exactly what happens. Reuters, of course, who owns Reuters, guys? Whom does Reuters belong? Ask yourself. And he knows that a lot of you day traders are still, or have been still, after the market data, the good market data. And there are some elites, and this is no lie, there are some elites, some billionaires, rich people, who don't want that the U.S. economy, that the U.S. Nasdaq, S&P, Bitcoin goes higher. Why? Because there are opponents of Donald Trump. I'm not saying opponents of United States. I'm saying opponents of Donald Trump, guys. So ask yourself, what does it mean if Nasdaq makes a new or some new all-time highs or all-time S&P? If Bitcoin goes to 150K, 200K, even to 1 million, you know my videos and you know exactly I was the last 2 years. Look, my videos are all there. One of the big critic makers of Bitcoin. Go watch them. I let them because I am honest. And I was attacking the Ponzi scammers of Bitcoin, but not this time because there are a lot of regulations releasing that is making this market cleaner, the Bitcoin. And therefore, I say now I like Bitcoin too. So I'm very honest, right? So, and therefore, so today, and we see now, if I go back to Bitcoin, let me check it. So Bitcoin currently at 103. So as I told you today, if the market, so we have been in a profit-taking phase today, and probably it will go down to until Sunday. So maybe until tomorrow evening, I don't know. So, but it's not the question that's more interesting. The interesting question is how far can Bitcoin go down? So, and the first level is at around 110, 111, 101 to 102.20. Then the next level is at 99.675K. If it's breaking down, the next one is 97,700K, okay? So that's for Bitcoin. Now, S&P, as I told you, I'm long. I used this opportunity, very golden opportunity, to add up my positions. If it can maybe go also a little bit deeper, why not? It can go Nasdaq to 21,588. So I change again to Nasdaq. Where is my Nasdaq? All right. Then if it's going more deeper than 21,434, the next level will be at around 21,348. If nothing happens there and the bears take massive control there, it will go much more deeper. To S&P, so also it's rising again, it's going up again, and the next level down will be at 6,058 and then 6,037. And if it's going deeper, so the last resort is at 6,021. Oil is definitely down, is massively down, but we see here also that a lot of speculators, big speculators, try, and among them are a lot of oil companies, guys. They try, that means the very big, strong oil companies, also in USA, Texas, they have also their own traders. They trap on daily basis a massive push-up. So everybody thinks, okay, all up, buys, and then they immediately sell the market, take profit. Of course, the cash balance, because these are very, very big positions. We are talking about $1 billion position to buy more oil and sell it back. Therefore, especially in oil, in crypto, and also in gold, you need to be very careful. Why gold? Because gold is now running to get higher. In gold, we are now at 2,834. And you see exactly here what happened. So in the near of all-time high, and reaching 2,900, this news has been released. That's very interesting, isn't it? Shortly before gold reached that level, shortly before Nasdaq and S&P started that very strong run-up to reach the all-time highs, what happened? Reuters published that false news. Who didn't know that, or who has been affected? Almost the day traders, guys. So be careful, all right? So the trend for gold, for S&P, for Nasdaq, for Bitcoin is bullish, definitely bullish, especially Bitcoin in a very strong bullish trend. But you see now, there is some times ago that Bitcoin made its all-time high, meaning that these guys this time are attacking also the crypto markets massively each time Bitcoin tries to make the next all-time high, because they know exactly if that level is reached, there is no halt anymore, and Bitcoin runs up in steps, right? It can also happen that the euphoria of the market is so big, right, that Bitcoin runs directly to above 120 to 130. That's dependent then on the mode of the market, who starts to buy new. But in steps, in some steps, I mentioned those steps in my last video. Please go watch it there. I told you then there is no halt for Bitcoin to go to 150, even to 120, to 176. But if reaching there and stands building a very strong support, then Bitcoin can go to above 250 to 300K. That's of course possible, right? Because now the fight has opened. It's not anymore between Trump and Fed. It's also now we see which media now, in this case also Reuters, which media start their fights and wars with Trump, with the United States, with Republicans, and you know exactly who are possessing those media agencies. So we don't name anyone here, but you know it. You are smart people. Go research it and make your thoughts, right? Therefore, I told you in my last video, and I say it again, technical analysis is not anything, is not technical analysis, is not all trading you think. Technical analysis is just 1%. It's just for timing. Timing of what? Timing of fundamental analysis. And you need to re-educate your brain and start slowly to understand trading not only as an analytic model, but also as a conceptual model. Conceptual means fundamental analysis. What is driving behind any price? Why is it important that you follow the price, not on lower time frame, but on larger than daily time frame? Why? Because the most powerful people who, or institutions also, organizations, who drive the main trend, they all act on daily time frame and higher. So forget about lower time frames. Forget about that bullshit of liquidity, of sell high, buy low bullshit. No, it's not working. It's working for a short-term period, right? If you make only 1, 2, or 5 trades in a year, not every week, because that way you are going to ruin your own everything of trading you have built. And at the end, what happened? Then the psychological issue will be so big that you start to question yourself. Am I good enough? Am I talented? Trading is just manipulation. Trading is gambling. Yes, of course, like everything else on this planet. Trading is manipulation, right? But the work at the company you do too, this is also manipulation. Of course it is. So if you are talking to a girl, you're picking up someone, of course you are manipulating that person, right? Even the way you style yourself in front of a mirror every day, you look, how are your hairs, your style, your clothes, your iPhone, iPad, shoes, cars. Also, you are manipulating yourself, and it is not something negative, right? It's important that you smell that manipulation immediately that is going to take your money away, to ruin you. Therefore, you need to be careful of manipulation. And I told you here one truth. The first one is stop day trading. The second truth is stop trading on lower time frames. Once you master it, you have conquered the very important step forward in trading to make yourself resistant against manipulation of the market. It does not mean that in future no manipulation happening. It just means you have started to smart and intelligently to protect yourself and your capital against manipulators, scalpers, scammers on low time frames, because 99%, especially the algos, are in lower time frame. They lose all their powers on higher time frame. If you understand this, then you have made a very powerful step forward, right? So have a good weekend, trade safe, stay well, and have a good time.